I'm Dr. Rashmi Shetty, dermatologist practicing in Mumbai and in Hyderabad. Summer skin care is what we're going to discuss in this video. Why is summer skincare so important and why do you need to tweak your skincare when the summer starts? This is why. One, the humidity is much more, right, in the ambience, so the skin becomes a lot more stickier. It can look a lot more duller. Your pores can look more wide open. It can then lead to clogging if you use the wrong skincare and lead to acne, right? Two, the sun is really harsh. The UV rays are much more harsher in summer. Sunny hours are much more longer for you. Therefore, your skin can look tan, patchy and dull. Number three, what also happens is you're a lot more sweatier. You get a lot more dehydrated. Sun does rob your skin of water, though it's making it more oily. Don't confuse that for hydration. That can actually dehydrate your skin as well. So you need to protect your skin from within and outside towards hydrating it really well, calming it and taking care of it. At the end, when you come back home after a sunny day in summer, skin can get a lot more sensitive and red. So you need to learn to also calm, soothe along with hydrating your skin. Now this is why skincare is very important, why you need to tweak it. What can happen in body other than the top four, which is anyway skin, right? In the body also, same thing on the face can happen in the body. But additionally, body can have excessive sweating, so therefore odor can be a problem for a few people. Two, fungal infections can be on the rise. Body acne such as back acne, acne on your butt, acne on your chest can also become more. People who suffer with conditions such as keratosis pilaris, such as hidradenitis suppurativa can actually suffer a little more during this season. Some people can also have exacerbation of something called as dermatitis, which is atopic dermatitis. So therefore, these are special conditions also we will talk about. Now, does hair get affected? Of course, hair gets unmanageable because of the humidity, brittle, irritating and puffy if not anything else, right? So let's talk about all of this. First thing first, to make skincare easy, let's simply divide it into dry skin and oily skin. The rest is combination of these two, correct? So if you have a dry skin, what do you do towards few skincare steps? Let me divide it into a few skincare steps and I'll tell you oily skin and dry skin and how do you manage it. So let's discuss face wash. What do you end up changing in a face wash? No matter what kind of face you have, you do not ever want to make it sensitive and rip it out of all oil. So you need to make it very gentle, right? You wash your face probably instead of 2 times in winter, 3 times in summer. You may need that as an extra time. What kind of face wash you use? If you have a dry skin, you will use something with a PHA, which is more gentler. So that's something that you can use. You can use something with the vitamin C, with belly extracts to just give you that lift and that even if you have a dry skin during summer. But if you do have an oily skin, look at BHAs such as salicylic acid. If it is excessively oily, you can also use benzoyl peroxide based face washes, which can really help you. Now, if you're very oily skin, then you can end up using a face wash maximum 4 times, but not more than that. This I'm saying if you're very oily skin, you're out in the dust, it is sweaty, there is a lot of skincare, then 4 times. Otherwise, max 3 times is enough. So that's face wash, clear? Then, do you want to use like a serum? It may be a good idea to use a very nice serum which is flowy, which is thin in summer to get to your skincare goal. So if you want a more kind of brighter skin, you could use a niacinamide. If you have acne scars, you can again use a niacinamide. You could use a glycolic acid in a day. You can also use a vitamin C if you know it is a doctor prescribed thing. It's a stable formula, which means to say it doesn't get oxidized in the sun. Then you could also use a vitamin C in the daytime. So depending on that, you could use a nice little skincare like a base. Now, moisturizer should you use in summer? Though it is sweaty, some skin like a dry skin may need, but what is the texture you use? Something more milky, more fluidy, more light, more water-based, more hyaluronic acid-based is what you can choose during summer. Depending on whether your skin is oily or dry, you could use a thin moisturizer like I said, or just a serum. For people who have very oily skin, I'd rather tell you to skip this entire thing and just use a mist. It can just be hydrating, refreshing and just leave it at that. Mist could again have anything, calming agents, brightening mists. You have rose mist which will just kind of calm your skin and brighten it. So you could look at these ingredients. Now the next and the most important thing in the day care during summer is your sunscreen. For the ones who have dry skin, like I said, you can apply it over your moisturizer or over your serum. Yeah, so you could use that. Use at least a 50 SPF. Anything beyond a 50 SPF wouldn't add a lot of protection to you, because by the time the sunscreen gives you 50 SPF, which means to say it gives you almost a 99% protection, and a little more in fact, then that 1% protection is given by whether you take 99 or 100%, 100 SPF. Yeah. So 50 is more than enough for you to use. So that's what you end up picking up. So what kind of sunscreen will you pick up? You could end up picking up a more mattifying one if you are an oily skin type, a more liquidy one if you're a dry skin type. Now, I also don't want you to use 10 skincare steps during summer. This is the time when you cannot do layering. You could just do max 2 layers. That's because you use 10 layers, one, it will clog your pores. It will get you more sticky. When you're sweaty, it literally comes down on your face, which you don't want to. 4, because it's already so many layers, you tend to apply less sunscreen, which is not going to give you any protection at all. No matter what the SPF says, if you use this much, that is not going to protect you. You literally need to use 2-finger lengths of sunscreen. Yes, for you to get the protection that it is stating on the bottle. How will you use it if you already have 10 layers on the skin? So you can't. So most important thing in summer, if you ask me, in the day, is to protect yourself from sun. So cut out all the unnecessary layers and concentrate on this layer a lot. Now, can you apply sunscreen repeatedly? This is the biggest question that I want to ask. You should. And can you do it? It is difficult, right? So there's a difference. I also tell people to do, but we all work all day long. So it's so difficult to put it in the afternoon. Therefore, it becomes even more important to put a good layer in the morning. In summers, the sunscreen which can really be beneficial to you is to have an additional powder sunscreen with you. So you can dab that powder after 3-4 hours onto your skin, but don't dab it on dirty skin. Dab it on the skin so that adds your increased benefit of sun protection. So again, a nice trick to keep it in your pocket. Then what do? The best idea is to wash your face in the afternoon and reuse the same skincare you have done in the morning. So it gives you that extra sunscreen protection for people who can't, like I said, use the powder sunscreen on top of it. This is it. Now, there are many products that you get which are combination. For example, it is a compact with a sunscreen. It is a day cream with a sunscreen. It's a sunscreen with a vitamin C. So it's very wise if you want to do just a single skincare in the morning, you can use something which is combination. What you can also do is a sunscreen and put a compact with a sunscreen on top. Again, gives you double protection. So this is your day. What else can you do in the day? On top of this is make sure your hydration from within is fantastic. Drink a lot of water. When I say hydration, it's not just water. It could be fluids. For some, it could be coconut water. You can have vegetable juices. Food has a lot of water in it, such as your fruits, such as some of your carbs may also have a lot of water and fluid in it. So make sure you eat small meals. You make sure you have your fluid intake. Then the third most important thing is, even if you eat the best food, let's say you're eating the best food on earth, calculated, everything is fantastic, still you will not get the nutrition, the micronutrition you may need. Have you also heard of a concept called as internal sunscreen? So these are the things which you get from supplements. So it is very important for you to take an antioxidant, an anti-inflammatory in the daytime and have that additional protection from within. Yeah, there are lots of lovely ingredients. My favorites, however, are like the raw bright and the raw vitamin C. You could even throw in a raw hydrate to keep the hydration intact. Then what do you do in the evening? You take the day off, take the pollution off. Your skin is so sweaty, so the pollution, the dust sticks more onto your skin during summer. So it's important for you to have that evening face wash. Once you have done that and taken out the sunscreen, the dust and the grime of the day, you need to calm your skin. So this is where even something simple like a calamine lotion can help you if your skin gets really red and irritated. Yeah. So this is what you end up doing at this point of time. Now, if you have had an oily skin, like I said, you just use a mist and a sunscreen on top. For a very oily skin, don't use anything, just use the sunscreen on top. You still end up using and washing your face off in the evening and calming your skin down with calamine. Once with dry skin, can use calamine with aloe vera, calamine with allantoin. But once you have oily skin, can use calamine, Fuller's Earth, anything which is more setting and takes away that extra oil from your skin as well. Can you use masks in summer? Great idea to do that. Setting masks are wonderful to use during summer because they end up taking away the excessive oil, kind of minimizing your pore temporarily. The other thing that you can use in summer is ice. Simply take cold ice and just rub it on your face. Again, gives you that fresh feeling, closes your pores and makes it wonderful. Then what do you end up doing at night? Recover from the summer to give you something which is more antioxidant, slightly skin lightening agents, and then you could use things like anti-aging like resveratrol. You can use retinols at night. You can use bakuchiol at night. You can use skin lightening and brightening agents like vitamin C, glycolic acid, azelaic acid, kojic acid, any one of these at night. So it takes the tan off from the day, but not something harsh because then the next day you may tan even worse because the skin is sensitive. So you make sure something light and nice is used at night. So this is how you end up taking care of your skin. Now body skin, 2 showers in a day is very, very important. Underarm, the minute you walk out of the shower, make sure you use a deodorant. Do not let the perspiration to happen at all. So this is something that you can end up using. Even there are lovely body mists that you can end up using to just hydrate and kind of make your body feel fresh. Special things like acne, of course, you need to meet your doctor and make sure the specific skincare is taken. What can you do at your doctor's office? There are a lot of these light facials such as oxygen facial, hydrofacial, which cleanses your pore, brightens your face. Whole lot of peels are there, but don't do very harsh peels again because you don't want your skin to be very sensitive. Your top layer has to be intact to protect yourself from sun. So do some peels which are nice and mild. So that's what you can end up doing. Acne, like I said, all the other special skincare needs to be addressed by a doctor. So keep your questions flowing. I know summer skincare can get endless. I have just touched upon the regular skincare here. More for hair, you can keep the questions coming on.